I'm Caroline with Massey Ferguson across America. This summer we are hitting the road to find owners of Massey Ferguson tractors to see what these machines are capable of and how they help farmers get their jobs done.
Hey, I'm Caroline with Massey across America. Today I'm in Sparta, Ohio, and we are looking at a Massey Ferguson 8660. Tommy and Luke, tell me, what is the first tractor y'all ever had?
Massey Harris 101 Junior.
So let's talk a little bit about the features of this tractor and things you like and you don't like about this tractor. The S1 and the S2 buttons, do they help you at all in the field?
Yeah, it's handy because if you want to, different crop or different soil types, you just set it on one certain speed, and if you hit a tough spot, it'll just, keep on going at the same speed.
Mm-hmm.
So
I used it a lot for like end rows. I had my one speed I worked with, and then when I got to the ends, I pushed the SV1 button, which slowed me down to turn at the ends when I raised up. It made it a lot handier for slowing down. I didn't have to adjust anything. I could just push the button, raise up, turn my corner, and go back to work.
Okay. What about on the steering wheel, the reverse? Does that help you a lot?
That's really handy. Like when we're planting, we get to the end there, when we're doing our headlands, we just, if you stop and then just back up, it's, with your fingertip, you can be in reverse and get back and off you go.
Yeah.
Saves time instead of having to shift or do something else.
Okay. And do y'all like the way that the panels are set up, like on the side, on your armrest, all the buttons and your controls, how they're on the right? You can,
I preferred all the fingertip controls compared to like his 84, where there's still some levers you got to reach over and grab, where this is all right at your fingertips and your hands.
Yeah.
You can just reach them right off the armrest.
Okay. What about you? Do you like where they are?
Yeah, I like the joystick. Like for when I'm planting, I have my markers on the side to side and my left's on the up and down, and I can control both of them at one time when I'm at the end.
Okay. So. And what about the comfort level of this tractor? Is it, better than most, or is it improving than some of the other tractors?
It's superior against anything I've ever run. It's just like riding in a car.
Okay.
It's super smooth, and I really like it a lot.
Okay. What about you? Do you think so?
Yeah, after riding through some of the older tractors through the year.
Yeah.
Riding on an air ride cabin front suspension, it rides a lot better for hitting like washes and stuff. You could slow down and ease through them, and it didn't beat you a bunch.
Yeah.
Where the older tractors did, that didn't have that feature.
Absolutely. What about pulling things, like whenever you're pulling, planters or something behind the tractor? What about that? What about the power of this tractor?
Yeah, I like the power a lot. It gets a little bit of a load, and then it'll just take right off.
Mm-hmm. So no problem.
No problem.
And the fuel economy's fine. Nothing.
Yeah.
I run pretty hard for a few days there, and I didn't use much fuel compared to what he did for his tractor planting.
Okay.
It seemed like it was real easy on fuel.
Okay. Well, good. Well, that's what we like to hear.
Real fuel efficient.
Good.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. All right. What about talking about different things you can save in your settings? What about that? Have you used that much?
Yeah, we used it a little. You could save a field. Like there was one I figured out. I saved part of it. Like I marked where there was a washout that we needed to go back in and rework. It was on here. I figured out how to save it. But I liked how you could adjust the hydraulic flow on it.
Right.
For like holding on wing pressure or up and down, you could adjust the flow pressure on it and the percentage the tractor used.
Okay. What about you? Have you used it much? Not as much as he has. What about your night usage in the field? Have you used it at night?
Yeah, the lighting is excellent on it.
Okay, great. Have you used it at night?
Yeah, I used it. I run there for a long time there that one night, and it was a lot brighter than the other older tractor that was beside me planting corn. It looked about like daylight out.
Well, great. That's good. You need to.
I could see implement. I could see everything around me. There was good visibility.
Great. All right, Luke, tell me about this cab. What are some of your favorite things about this cab?
The visibility is great on it, and I like the climate control. You can set it to wherever you want it, and it'll maintain that. And I like the way the cab rides. And
yeah. What about, is this cab, is it big enough? Does it have enough space in it?
Yeah, it's excellent.
Is it bigger than most cabs, or?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the 4-post? Do you like that?
Yeah, it helps with the visibility a lot. You ain't got a whole bunch of stuff you have to look through, and
right. Okay. What about this shuttle right here? Does this help?
Yeah, it's real handy. You can just, if you're in forward and you want to go to reverse, it's like that with ease.
Yeah. And over here, like, you have enough room to move around, and you like the way that the setup is in here?
I like how all the lights and stuff and all your auto steer and four-wheel drive and all these features are over here.
Right.
And I like how the 3-point adjustments are under here and your PTO stuff.
Okay. And your mirrors, are these power mirrors?
Yeah, these are power mirrors.
Okay. Is that a lot easier for you than the way they used to be? All right, I see these controls over here, how they're laid out. S1 and S2, the cruise controls. Do you like how those are laid out over here?
Yeah, I like it because we can set 2 different speeds, and if we want to go from one to the other, all we have to do is just push the buttons, and they're real convenient right there.
Right, and your joystick is over here too, so they're all there together, and do you use that a lot?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about, everything else over here? Are you, efficient with everything over here, and you use everything?
Yeah, I like how that you can adjust your transmission cruise controls right here just by moving these switches here. And I like how the throttle's real convenient right there.
Right. So, I mean, everything's right there together, so you don't have to, move a lot whenever you're, trying to, use the steering wheel at the same time, and your shuttle right there.
Yep.
Okay. And you have your lights and everything to the right of that, so you don't have to go very far.
Yeah, you just real quick right there.
And, this bar right here, what is this bar for?
It's for the monitor mounts. You put them on there, it gets them out of the way, and you can just glance over and make sure everything's working all right.
Okay. And when you say monitor mounts, what does that mean?
Like, for the implements you're pulling, like a corn planter, you have a monitor for that.
Okay.
You put it up here.
So what would, to somebody that doesn't really know what that means, what kind of things would those, monitors tell you about, your corn stuff?
It's telling you how much you're planting, like your speed, and if you got one that runs out of seed or shuts off, it'll tell you.
Well, that's really convenient to have those right there, so that's a good thing.
Thanks for watching. Catch us next time as we hit the road with Massey Ferguson across America.